There's a quote that's been attributed to Winston Churchill. Now, he probably didn't actually say it. I really don't know. But according to legend, according to lore, Winston Churchill said the best argument against democracy is a 5-minute conversation with the average voter. Now, obviously, our civic responsibility is sacred. It is a sacred duty, and we're all guaranteed this right by the Constitution, no matter how dumb we are, right? That's the way it works in America. But I got to tell you, man, Kamala Harris supporters, they sure do make Winston Churchill look like a genius.
Why are y'all voting for Kamala Harris?
It's ridiculous how anymore it's really hard for people like us, like queer people, and just anyone else in that general umbrella. Thank you. General umbrella. It's just really hard for us to get rights, and with how the Republicans are handling everything, it's just putting more and more stress on us, like basically taking away everything we have. And it's just important that we feel safe just even living here, because everyone's been wanting to like leave the country, and this is like the only chance we have to properly fix everything.
What about you?
I would definitely say that I want to keep my rights. I really do. As a queer individual and someone who's physically disabled and may not like be able to do certain things, I feel like they probably wouldn't have accommodations for someone like me, especially given that I like women as a woman. I want to keep access to my bank accounts. I would like to keep making money. I don't want to be some man's object. I really don't. It's the whole thing with Project 2025 is terrifying. I read through some of it and it was just insane. It's bad.
Look, man, I'm not going to pick on these folks. That's not the point of this video. It does us absolutely no good to make fun of these folks or impugn their intelligence, right? Honestly, I actually feel really, really bad for these people. I hope that they don't really feel that way. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Do you think homosexual people actually feel like they have less rights than straight people? I mean, do they really think that the government is going to come and start taking their stuff like these people say? I mean, I hope they don't feel that way. But honestly, I have a real hard time believing that it's genuine, because if you were worried about your rights or your safety or worried about anything based on your identity, I don't think you'd offer that information up multiple times in one conversation with a stranger on camera. I just don't see why you would do that. But anyway, if they feel that way, that's obviously tragic, right? But that's on them, man. That's not on conservatives, you know. It's on the horrible propagandists that prey on these people, man. It's sad. To her credit, though, she did, however, give the most eloquent discourse on Project 2025 I think I've heard from the left. She said, I read some of it, and it's scary. I mean, that's basically about as deep as they go. Remarkable stuff. Freaking Winston Churchill, man. Winston Churchill.
Why are you voting for Kamala Harris?
Because she is the woman that we need right now.
Is there any specific policies or anything that really makes you vote for her?
I just believe in her. I believed in her when I lived in California, and I still believe in her now.
Because she's all about the middle class. She's like us, and Trump is bad. That's just...
Trump's bad?
She's everything we're looking for. She
Yeah.
is. She's just everything we're looking for. She's looking for peace and love and sharing and cooperation and healthcare and food for kids. You know, what a crazy idea. We love her.
Yeah.
She's amazing. We need her. This country needs her. And Tim Walz.
At least some of these people are honest. She's like, we need her because Trump is bad. I mean, that's about as deep as they go. And honestly, man, it's almost enough to just make your brain hurt, man. I'm on a level with you guys. I watch a lot of this stuff, man. Way, way too much. I watch way too much of this stuff making these videos. And I'm telling you, man, these people will make your brain ache. I mean, they really, really do believe that we need Kamala because Trump is bad. Kamala good, Trump bad. That is about as simple and as deep as they go, right? And they say Trump is bad and Kamala's about love and feeding kids, and it's insane.
The cat ladies for Kamala. So can you kind of explain that to me?
Well, I think you got it right there. You know, I don't need to go any further than that.
Are you a cat lady for Kamala?
I am a cat lady for Kamala, obviously.
Why are y'all voting for Kamala Harris?
I don't want to lose my rights. Like, I'm a trans man and I'm gay and I have been pregnant and I've had an abortion before and I don't want to lose that. I'm afraid of not being able to be myself anymore because from what I've heard, Trump's America doesn't want me to look like this. So that's why I'm here today and that's why I'm voting blue.
What about you?
I've also been pregnant and had an abortion before. I was a minor, and it would have been dangerous for me to properly, like, it would have been dangerous for me to carry a baby with, like, personal reasons and everything. I also, like, I'm very,
Alternative.
alternative, and I feel like if Trump were to win, I wouldn't be able to, like, express myself through my looks and everything, and wouldn't be able to have the piercings or the dyed hair or the tattoos that I want. I would be able to be myself, and my dad's very pro-Trump, and I'm just very
Pro-Kamala.
pro-Kamala. Yeah, I don't, it's
Does
just,
that cause a divide at all?
yeah, it definitely does. He thinks that Kamala's going to ruin the country, but I think that Trump would do worse, like, a lot. Like, Kamala is going to be good for the country.
I think this one might be the easiest to figure out. I mean, this poor girl just hates her dad, and man, prayers to that poor guy, prayers for her poor dad. I'm sure he did the best, but the machine, every once in a while, the machine gets one, man. Every once in a while, the machine wins. But I mean, again, without making fun of these people, without impugning their intelligence, something has happened to these people where they can believe such wild and crazy things. And you got to assume that they actually believe them because they're willing to say them on camera. But somehow, some way, that girl believes that if Donald Trump wins, she's not going to be able to express herself. She won't have any more piercings, no more hair dye, no more alternative lifestyle. And it's freaking amazing to me that people can actually believe such fantastical stuff. I mean, it is remarkable. I mean, the truth is, her dad is right. Her dad is without a doubt right. Life under Kamala would be a pretty tough go, especially for young, I'm guessing low-skilled, alternative type people. But yeah, I mean, I think this is who Kamala, her true supporters really appear to be. Those people, they haven't gone to her website. And even if they did, they probably wouldn't even notice that there's not a policy section. And even if they did notice that, I don't think that they'd think anything of it. I don't think it would bother them. And that's just depressing, man. But this is the left. This is who they are. All emotions, all feelings, no facts, no reason. I mean, this is who they are. And can you imagine like being a regular, normal Democrat, if that even exists anymore, and you show up to one of these rallies and you're surrounded by these folks, right? I mean, it's pretty amazing. Normal people have to be there, but the way this is going for Kamala, if she actually does have to start answering some questions, it'll be against her will if she does, but I think she's going to have to start answering questions. And when she does, the more she talks, the more people who can actually think for themselves are going to start to wake up. But I think by the end of this experiment, a Kamala rally may as well just get held at freaking Burning Man. But I don't know. Like I said, man, she's slowly but surely, she's answering some questions. But basically only when reporters like stalk her into the strange corners of buildings that she's never been in before. Just watch her body language right here.
Next week, and it'll be focused on the economy and what we need to do to bring down costs and also strengthen the economy overall.
Can you give us
I love that, man. Can you even believe that we're in a position where someone is running for president and apparently already has the nomination, and reporters have to ask her, when will you release a policy platform? It is just insane. It's never happened. And honestly, I think that they forgot about it. I don't think anyone at the Kamala campaign even thought about a platform. And I'm telling you, man, whenever it does come out, if it comes out, I think ChatGPT will probably be the actual author of Kamala Harris's policy position, right? Her agenda. But that was the easy question. Israel's next, right? Just watch her eyes when she talks about Israel, just complete deer in the headlights. And guys, I'm telling you, man, if this lady wins, we are effed. We are so effed. The world, the entire world is completely effed.
Overall.
Can you
Do
give
you
us
have
a
any
sense
reaction to the
Go ahead,
Israeli strike in Gaza today that killed at least 80 people? That's the death.
You know, yet again, there are far too many civilians who've been killed. I mean, Israel has a right to go after the terrorists that are Hamas. But as I have said many, many times, they also have, I believe, an important responsibility to avoid civilian casualties.
Madam Vice President, you've been saying that since October 7th, and that has been the administration's policy for many, many months now. As tens of thousands of civilians have been killed, I mean, there are people who are asking for limitations on arms to Israel, any kind of change. What do you say to those folks who are looking for more than we should look out for civilians?
Well, look, first and foremost, and the President and I have been working on this around the clock, we need to get the hostages out. We need a hostage deal, and we need a ceasefire. And I can't stress that strongly enough. It needs to get done. The deal needs to get done, and it needs to get done now.
Yeah. Kamala says, as I've been saying, just blah, 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 just rambles on. And the reporter said, lady, you've been saying that same vapid shit for 10 months. Saying it doesn't actually mean anything. Anyone can say it. And then it's just word salad time, man. Her and the president are working around the clock. You know, I can't stress this strongly enough. It needs to get done. A deal needs to get done. The deal needs to get done now. Complete, total, perfect, classic Kamala. I mean, just a reminder, man, when the Biden-Harris people talk about working around the clock, this is what that actually looks like. Yeah, no BS, no fancy editing. That was almost the exact moment that she's jacking her job at working around the clock. These people are frauds, man.
There was some concern last week as the market fell that there might be a recession coming. What's your view on that?
Well, as we know, there was some turbulence this week, but it seems to have settled itself, and we'll see what the decisions they make next. And I hear about them about the same time you do.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you know what day you will roll out?
Have you started your convention speech?
By midweek.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah. So the lady with the economic policies coming soon hears the word market and just basically runs, says, you know, I hear about the turbulence at the same time as you do, and just laughs about it and just runs away. It's amazing stuff, man. This is where we're at. And honestly, man, I cannot honestly believe that we're in this kind of danger. I cannot believe that what is happening right now is possible. And it is scary stuff, man. We have got to do everything we possibly can to beat these people. So guys, share these videos. You know, that's one thing we can do. We got to make it happen. But that's just my take, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you haven't already, be a part of our growth. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. I'll see you in the next one.